Alright. This is my Peacemaker season 2, episode 7 and 8 review. So I'm gonna do the final 2 episodes review. You can look. I'm not hating on the episodes, but they were somewhat of a disappointment. I like the episodes. Like, you can see that in my reaction. I enjoyed them 100%. I really did enjoy them, and I appreciate that the final episode was an hour long. We should have had that the entire season. But anyways, look, I did enjoy them. However, they were so anticlimactic for what the season was all this time and what it was setting up. Like, I don't know how to explain it. And it was so anticlimactic. Even and everything pointed towards something bigger. Even James Gunn himself said, hyped the final 3 episodes up, and then it's so a letdown and anticlimactic. I'm not gonna lie. And then for it to end the way it ended, and then there's no season 3 as well. I'm just saying, because James Gunn said they're not planning a season 3 at the time, and but how you gonna end it like that and not have no plans for another season? But we'll get to that. Anyways, episode 7. Let's talk about it. Episode 7. We're in Nazi world, right? Everybody's in fucking danger. Literally in danger. Literally. Peacemaker's dad literally... the last we left them, literally, Peacemaker's dad stabbed a Carnos in the hand and through the floor. Stabbed him in the hand and had him pinned down on the floor. Az literally is running for her fucking life because everybody's a fucking racist. And then Peacemaker and a hardcore are in Argus, where the hardcore of that earth literally comes and then says, arrest her because she's not me. And it's and now the guards and everybody's coming, and it's yeah, so everybody's in fucking danger. And it's it's how the fuck are we gonna get out of here? Barely an inconvenience. What the fuck? Literally, Peacemaker and Hardcore literally fights their way out. Literally just fights everybody their way out, and then Peacemaker literally uses his jetpacks. That's it. And boom through the fucking windows. And then they're on the peace cycle running from the cops. Literally. Then Az literally jumps a fence, and then there's a swimming pool, and she's just swimming, even though they're following her. And then turns out, Judo Master's there. What? And he saves her, and zaps the water. It was a telephone wire. And kills them, pretty much, in the water, because it's, electrified. And, yeah. And then Economos, Economos is just tied up, and, in the house, and the dad's just saying, explain yourself. So it's yeah. You see what I mean? Barely an inconvenience. We don't even explore this world too much. We just get out of it real quick. And then Adrian is we see Adrian hanging out with himself, and then he finds out it's a Nazi world, and then he wants to save Ads, and then then the Adrian from this world is also a good Adrian, because he's part of the Sons of Liberty, the group that Peacemaker killed last time. So So you see what I mean? And he's the one who tells Adrian that this is a Nazi world, and then he says, I came here with someone who's black, as in Ads, and they try to go save her, and they meet up with Judo Master and Ads, and then they all go to the house to quote unquote kind of save the rest, even though they're not even in danger because the dad's cool. Apparently, he's so understanding, realizing it's an accident, and it's like, yeah, and he's not even a Nazi himself, but it's just the world he lives in, so he's trying to live it the right way, and whoever he fights is the bad people, quote unquote. Yeah. So it's like he's just trying to live his life, and then yeah, that's literally it. And then Adrian comes out the window, bang, stabs. Okay, yeah, that shit was sad, I'm not gonna lie, because he was just literally realizing he was a good guy, and then to see him die like that, that's just messed up. To realize he's a good guy, and then he's dying for no fucking reason. Yeah, and the brother is the one who's just like really upset, and is like he wants like revenge and whatever. But yeah, the dad's cool, calm, and collected, and he's like, yeah, and he's not even a bad person. He's not even racist like everybody else. So it's like, yeah. So yeah, and then after the dad dies, they just try to get out of there, and the brother's upset with him, and he's trying to fight him, and then everybody holds him back. Literally, the brother wants to fight, is attacking him, and then everybody holds them. Everybody literally holds Keith back and attacks him. But Peacemaker gets so I don't know, like emotionally damaged, because it's like bringing back his memories of when he killed his brother when he was a kid, and he's like saying, stop, just stop. Why the fuck are we doing this shit? It's us. That's what the problem is. It's we. It's not my world. It's not your world. It's we. And then he realizes like people die because of him, and it's like, yeah, and it fucked him up mentally so much. Yeah, it fucked him up so much mentally. And then they get out, and then Argus is there, and it's like, he gives them the portal and says, they have nothing to do with this. They convinced me to come back. Don't, like, just let them go. And that's what happens. They let them go, but they arrest Peacemaker, and it's like, yeah. And then, yeah. And he's just broken. He's like, broke the fuck up. He's broken the fuck out. And it's like, yeah. It's just like a quick 2 thing. Like, what? Like, I thought we were going to explore it, and explore the multiverse more and stuff, but not really. Well, we kind of did in episode 8. Let me get to episode 8 now. So episode 8 is literally, it's a setup for the future of the DC, and I can see it. So, yeah, pretty much just like literally. So Peacemaker is in prison, doesn't want anybody to see him. He doesn't want anybody to like actually see him. They are actually trying, but he said, no, I don't want no visitors. And yeah, because he feels shitty himself. But Az can't stand by to do nothing, so she convinces Vigilante to give her the money to like release him, and she does. She releases him, and then even though he's released, he doesn't want to be released. So even though they released him, he gets out of there and just goes away. He literally takes himself out of the equation for everybody, because I guess he's scared that they're gonna die because everybody around him dies. That's why he thinks he's a curse. It's very, very traumatic and sad. He thinks he's a curse. Truly, which is sad. Actually sad. And it's like, yeah, and it's like depression. and he's fucking broken and shit. And they're trying to get to him, but he won't let them. And then this is crazy. This is crazy. So back in Argus now, okay? They're literally using the portals, checking every dimension, seeing what there is, and trying to find an inhabitable place. Okay? They're basically trying to find a place to like that's livable, basically. And Economos is already like putting shit together, saying like, what the fuck are we doing? This shit is not really right. What is their end game? What's their plan? And he's like saying to Hardcore, why the fuck are we doing this shit? Like, has anything we ever done is for the best of the country, is right for the country? Like, what the fuck are we doing with this shit? Like, we shouldn't be messing with this shit that we don't even know what the fuck it is. We could probably be causing the next, fucking rift as, like, that happened in Superman, you know what I mean? Something similar. We could be causing something similar. And he's not wrong, though. Because it turns out, it's not for the country. Well, it is for the country, but it's not for a good thing. It's literally, they were trying to find a place so they can use it as a prison for metahumans. Yeah. And it's not even Rick's plan. It's Lex's plan. Yeah, you heard that right. Because now he's working for Lex. He's working with Lex. The government is working with Lex. Arcus is working with Lex Luthor. And it's like, yeah. Surprise, surprise. Yeah, that's gonna backfire. And he's saying, like, Lex is the smartest person, let's use him. Like, nah, this is gonna backfire somehow. It's all fuckery, man. Government bullshit. Like, I'm telling you. But still. So, yeah. So, they're planning. And they mentioned, they name-dropped Argus. No, Argus. Why am I saying Argus? Arkham. I'm stupid. Yeah, they name-dropped Arkham. And, yeah. Anyways. Like I said. That's literally pretty much the episode. And then Sasha Brodeur Products. I don't know how to pronounce her name. This the new chick, the cyborg that we met. Anyways, I don't know. She's feeling bad because like Rick Flag don't give no shit. They're literally going in there and they're getting like wasted. Like no joke. There's literally was a fucking zombie. Well, literally, and they were getting attacked. People are dying, and he doesn't give a fuck. Doesn't, and he's just trying to he's like using them, using Argus members as expendable people just to get what he wants. There was literally a world. It's like a Candyland world, but then there's gremlins. I don't even know what the fuck. It's like gremlins, little creature monsters that are fucking eating them. Literally. They're like literally putting their life on the line. For what? Just to find a goddamn prison for metahumans. What the fuck? Yeah. And then, but Hardcore didn't know that, and yeah, but she was still doing it because she was part of the team that goes in, and yeah, she got attacked a couple of times, but she was fine. Anyways, because she's like one of the main characters, obviously. Anyways, then Sasha Brode's character finds out what the hell they're doing. So she talks to Hardcore about it. And yeah, and then Hardcore realized that Commons was right. And it's like, oh my god, what the fuck are we doing? And it's like, so they team up. Let's go. Yeah, so she introduces her to Ads, and they team up, try to find Peacemaker, and yeah, she asks for help to find Peacemaker through his chip because they don't have they don't have clearance no more. Hardcore and Economist, they don't have clearance to track Peacemaker. So yeah, so luckily she had clearance, so they track him down, and then the gang literally convinced Peacemaker to come back. And it was a heart-to-heart. It was literally, it broke me. I was crying during this part because he actually believes he's a curse. He, like I was saying, he believes he's a curse. And then Ads literally is like saying, you're not a curse. The only reason people are dying is because you're listening to people. Do shit for yourself. Fuck other people. And then even Hardcore says, fuck Rig, fuck Argus and everything. And just like, let's do our own shit. And that's what they did. They're doing their own shit now. They made their own agency, which is amazing. And they're including Sasha, Judo Master, and Tim. I forgot his character's name, but Tim Mello's character. Let's go! I'm ready for this shit, yeah, and it's just yeah. So they're on their own now. Fuck the government, like, for real stuff. But, like, all jokes aside, yeah, and they're called checkmates. Better world for tomorrow, yeah. A better world or some shit like that, right? Making a better world or something, yeah, checkmate. Yeah, so, yeah, it's good. And we also have, flashbacks to the incident of Peacemaker and Hardcore, what happened in the boat. They were just hanging out, and it's like they got drunk, and then like they were hanging out, they were drinking together, and they went to like a boat concert, and they just had a kiss. That was it. Yeah, and then she awkwardly like left, like say I have to go, like. Yeah, because it was kind of awkward at that moment, yeah. And yeah, but she said it meant something for her. So I'm taking that as they're officially a thing. Anyways, yeah. So they made their own agency. And then after that, why did they do this if there's no season 3? I don't know. Because that's what James Gunn said. There's no plan for season 3. Peacemaker was kidnapped by Rick, and then Rick said by Rick Flag and Senior, and he said to him, "Thank you for volunteering," and just pushed him into the other dimension and locked him in there. Yeah, and said that's really and that's for killing my son. Like what? And he just trapped him in there now. Yeah, and then you hear noises like as if like there's like creatures in there. It sounded like a dinosaur or some shit, or like he's in another dimension now, and that's how it ends. Yeah, and there's no season 3, but we're gonna see them somewhere. So, like it's a cool finale. You know, it's the 2 episodes were cool, but it's like they were anticlimactic. Like as I was saying, like no big battles, no like cameos. Like I thought we were gonna see cameos when we going through the portals. No. Like, no cameos. No, like, big, like, what the fuck? Like, OMG. To be fair, the ending is like an OMG moment. But it's like, we don't even know if it's gonna even continue. They said no season 3, so as of right now, maybe. Who knows? I don't know. Maybe plans change. Anyways, I don't even know. Because it's like, there was no cameos. There was no big fight. And it's like, how do you end the season like that after all that? The whole point was them getting him back, and to help him realize it's like he's not a problem. It's like, it's just he needs to try to be better and do shit for himself and all that. And then you're telling me it ends like that as well? Like, what? Just saying. I'm just saying it does. Yeah, that's just quite an odd ending. Unless you're planning a new season. But like he said, but there's future plans. I'm just gonna let James Caan cook. But it's like, yeah. But it wasn't. It was like so anticlimactic. Like it's like what was this episode though? Because it's like you thought, like the way they hyped it all up. It was like we thought the whole multiversal thing was gonna be a bigger thing, but it ended up it wasn't. Like I thought, like even last episode was episode 7. At the end, you thought Keith was gonna come back for revenge because it's like he survived, and then it's like it was setting up like, oh, he's gonna come back to our Earth. I thought maybe he'll come back and it's like, you know, try to attack him in our Earth, and then it's like, you know, we're gonna have a big like brother versus brother fight, and it's like, and it's gonna be emotional and stuff, and like, you know. And also something, no. You know what I mean? And it's like they should have gone in depth with Earth X and all that shit. But it's just like it's barely inconvenient, and it's just like done. Like, you know, I don't know. Maybe I'm waffling too much about it. Maybe I'm like overthinking it. I don't know. What are your thoughts? Maybe I'm overthinking it. But like, yeah, and then I don't know. It just didn't feel right. And it's like, after all that, and we thought they were even gonna get together, and then all of a sudden it's like he's trapped somewhere else. Like, what? And we thought like Peacemaker and Hardcore were gonna get together, but then he's trapped somewhere else. Like, what? Like, you thought this was gonna be like a actual like a big finale, spectacle. And even James Gunn said like that the last 3 episodes were gonna be big and some shit as well. So it was like a letdown on the promise as well of like these last 3 episodes were gonna be big. Episode 6 was cool, and then 7 is like it's alright, but it's like it was like that was it. Kind of a thing, because like you thought it was gonna be bigger, and then because of that sour ending of Peacemaker in prison, and he thought he was broken. You thought by the end of this season he'll be fixed, and then it's like, you know, joyous moment, and he was fixed, and it was a joyous moment, but then they put him in a prison again. Like, what? I don't know. Maybe my mind, maybe I'm just waffling, overthinking it. I don't know. But I did enjoy it. Don't get me wrong. I enjoyed it, but not as much as I was expecting. I enjoyed it, but it wasn't what I expected. It was a letdown to what I was expecting. But I did enjoy it for what it was, because sometimes, you know, you don't see people's vision right away until you see the full picture. So there's definitely more plan and more ideas to come, because this is supposed to set the bigger, wider scope of the DC. You know what I mean? So I'm just gonna let it play out the way it is. And I see how they set up Man of Tomorrow with the whole, we're working with Lex Luthor, and now we have a prison for the metahumans and all that shit. So that's gonna be interesting. And like and I think the device is gonna have a bigger play in Man of Tomorrow. It's definitely gonna have a bigger play in Man of Tomorrow. Maybe the whole movie is gonna be in another dimension. Who knows? Maybe in that dimension. Ooh, if that's the case, maybe Peacemaker makes a cameo in there, or that's how he gets out when they go in, and then everybody comes out, he's gonna come out with them. I don't know. I'm waffling. I'm just spouting random shit. Anyways, just peace. Okay, see you.